Hi everyone, it's Hannah, teen librarian here at Watsonville Public Library. Today I'm going to show you how to make these really cool 3D dancers. So when you get your art kit this week, within it you should have about 3 to 4 different dance figures, a handful of paper coffee filters, a couple colored markers, and 1 glitter pen. What you need to gather around your house is a pair of scissors, a spray bottle with water, and tape, or glue if you have it. And you are definitely going to need to use a surface that can get wet and make a mess on. So newspaper, plastic, whatever you got. Okay, let's get started. All right, to start on the colored skirt, you simply grab a blank filter and start drawing on it. You can do any design, any size. You can use multiple colors. And even if you're using a pen like this red one that's kind of running out of ink, don't worry, it will actually still show up at the end. So I'm just trying squiggles this time. And so you can barely see the yellow, but still, it's all going to show up. And here's a couple other examples of some that I made a little bit a while ago. Designs, circles, color blocking, it all works. Once you've colored them out to the way that you like them, grab a bottle of water that you can just spray on them. So this is why you need a good plastic covering or paper for your table. What we're trying to do is get it completely wet so that the ink will spread all over the coffee filter. And even though right now it looks like the orange is bleeding through, don't worry, that's just the background. All right, now that they are completely sopping wet, we are going to set them aside to dry, and then we'll be right back. Okay, so here are some of the filters that I had made before as a test. As you can see, you can kind of see some shapes, color differences. This one I just did different color blocking on, but as you see, they turn out into these really cool, like tie-dye looking effects. So this is where I'm going to show you how to make the hole in the middle. Fold it into quarters. Grab your scissors and just snip off the end. You don't need to take a huge amount because when you open it up, it's got a square that most of the time should be able to get over the dancers. If not, we can sometimes just cut a little bit on each side just to give it a little bit more space. But I'm going to go ahead and do that with this last filter as well. Now we've got our filters all cut, and we can put them on our dancer. Now you can add just one, but you can even add multiple skirts to one dancer depending on the size and what you want it to look like. So for instance, I'm going to take this shape. I've decided I want this one to be on the bottom. So let's see if I can get her in here. Nope, I'm going to have to cut a little on the sides, and I'm okay with that because you won't see it. Slide her through. And I want this to be a multi-leveled skirt, so I'm going to start this one here at the bottom, okay? So just to secure it, and remember no one's going to see this part, I'm just going to add a little tape on both sides to hold it in place. I like to make it crinkly so it has body and form. And it will look way more three-dimensional that way too. I think I want to put this level on next. So again, I'm just going to snip a little bit on each side. You won't need to do this with all of the dancers. Some of them you can easily slide on, but she's got limbs. So now I'm going to go over the top if I can. Gently fold her through. Okay, now this time I want it to come up maybe to here. And you can turn it around, say which color you like. I like that color a lot right there. Okay. And again, I'm going to tape into place once I find where I like it. And for our final, All right, now I do want the one on top to look a little bit cleaner. So I'm going to try to keep that in mind when I pinch it and hold it in place. There's no 100% right way to do this, but it happens. And there you have it. A dancer with multiple colored skirts that are three-dimensional. And one thing I like to do when I have a dancer I like is I actually make a little hole in the head, string some string through it so I can actually hang it. So you have a dancer that's twirling around with her beautiful skirts. So that's how to do one of the activities in this craft kit, but there are additional ones to do. So that's how you would make the skirts. Now I'm going to go on and show you what to do with that glitter pen and how we are going to decorate our male dancer. Okay, so if you want to add pretty skirts to this dancer as well, go for it. But I just wanted to make this one look a little bit more traditional. So I'm using the glitter pen that is included in your kit, and I'm going to do some outlines on his outfit. So, for instance, trim around his hat. I think his hand's right there. He's got a bit of a brim of his hat right there. I think he'd be wearing a tie or a neck cloth of some kind. He's also got a jacket. And I usually like to give embellishments on the side of the sleeves and on the side of the pants. There's no 100% right way to do this. This is just how I like to do it. I'm doing some on just the very tips of his shoes too. Okay, so it may not show up right away. Still really wet, but the cool thing is that the glitter glue makes this dude three-dimensional too. And as soon as it dries, you can flip it over and do it on the other side as well. So this way, and be careful with this one because it's still wet, so you definitely want to let it dry. Now you have an entire family of dancers. Okay, that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed this craft, and we'll see you next week.